Hey guys, I'm in the bathroom because oh, and look, I'm wearing pants. I'm not like taking a dump or anything, because that was awkward last time. So I'm in here because there's light. There's a pretty backdrop of a shower curtain. I can drink my tea in private, because that's when you've got 3 kids, drinking your tea in private's important. Wow, you guys don't see all the laundry stuff that I see. It's probably good. So, I was just at the Real Canadian Superstore, which is where I like to do my shopping for grocery stuff. And there's a lady in there on a mobility scooter. She's probably, mid-40s. And she's probably, maybe 350 pounds. And at first I'm like, that is so cool. And then I was watching her like try to get stuff. And everything in me was like, oh, you could go help her. But the other part of me was like, nah, you gave up on life. You deserve that. I'm like, oh my God, that is so mean. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she had a fall. Maybe her hips don't work. Maybe she just has actual physical disabilities. And because of her not being able to be as active, she's gotten big. But, again, I'm jumping to conclusions. She may well have just given up on life. But it was like a punch in the face. I'm like, oh, hey. She appeared to be a victim. This is my lot in life now. This is how my life's going to be. I don't want you guys to be like that. I don't want me to ever be like that. I don't want to accept failure or a lesser life as normal just because I can't be bothered. Think of all the stuff she has to miss out on now. Now, I'm not saying if you're disabled, you have a lesser life. Because I'm not talking about you. And if you're getting offended by this, that's your issue. So just don't. We're not talking about disabilities. We're talking about people giving up. Even if you're fat, even if you're hugely morbidly obese, you can still make the changes in your life that you need to become fit. Right? Look at The Biggest Loser. Every season. Right? These guys are huge. Way bigger than most of you and I. And look at what they achieve. Right? It's about wanting it. It's about wanting it bad enough. It's about realizing that you want to be healthy far more than you want to die of something stupid like eating too much or eating the bad food or being too lazy to get out of bed and go exercise. Now, granted, the only reason I'm up right now is because Denise made me. She made me go and pay a bill because she didn't want to do it. And we were overdue. And they don't charge me extra because I don't know. But they always charge her extra for late. But I don't. Which is cool. So she's like, you go do it. I think she just didn't want to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's late. I'm like, hey, we're idiots. Here's your money. And they're cool. Don't give up on yourself, guys. I don't want to look at us in 5 years or 10 years cruising around on mobility scooters. Yeah, I'm choked that we don't have Jetson air scooters and hoverboards and stuff like that. I want those things because they're cool and they were promised to us when we were kids. TV promised us. Grade 1 promised that we'd be living on the moon right now. I'm angry about that. But strive for that. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'll get a Segway or a mobility scooter because, it's almost like a Jetson vehicle. It sounded like it, except for when it backed up, it sounded like a dump truck, and you're like, oh my God, that lady's gonna eat me. Sorry, I don't personally think she would have, but I don't know. Like, sorry. Don't give up on your dreams, guys. Just go after it. Because being alive and being with your family, being able to play soccer with your kids, being able to play hide and seek, or being able to save your kid from drowning in the pool is important. If you can't get out of your stupid mobility scooter because you're too fat and your kid dies, you deserve that. They don't. Right? It's an extreme example. But what if? If you're disabled, it's different. But you know what? I bet most people, in times of extreme peril, people overcome their disabilities. People have lifted cars to save people from underneath. When adrenaline gets going, you overcome your obstacles. When you need to, I'm on the YouTube right now.
Dad, I sweeped it.
You sweeped it?
Yeah,
Thank you very much, sweetie. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. She sweeped it. See, she didn't make excuses. She did what she was told, and she's 4. But we also haven't instilled in her failure, right? She's mine. She is all mine. I raised her from 6 months. So she is a little me. Hopefully she hasn't learned my bad habits yet. I'm sure she has. When you need to, you can always overcome the obstacles in your life. It's just a matter of wanting to bad enough, right? Would you, Sears Tower to Empire State Building. Okay, imagine they were across the street from each other. 2, 100-story towers right next to each other. Rope across the middle. Would you walk across that rope for free? No? Of course not. Why would you? Would you do it for $100? Well, maybe if you were really desperate and you needed the money, you might try it. You got no other options. Oh no, my heater's going to get really noisy. Now, would you, what for $1 million, would you walk across that tightrope from one building to the other? Most of us probably not. Maybe for $1 million you'd try it. Is it worth your life for $1 million? Now, imagine your child is on the roof across the street. You've got 100 stories below you, and the only way to get to them, so they're hanging off the edge, is to get across that tightrope. Nothing in the world is going to stop you from crossing that thing, is there? There is no part of you that is more important at that moment than saving your child. And you would be across that rope, whatever it took. You would get creative so fast. So it's not about not being able to do it. It's about not wanting it bad enough. I want you guys to want it bad enough. I want to know why you want it. And I know we've gone over this lots of times. But it's important. And it's important because it's the thing that's going to change your life. If you don't know why you're doing it, you're not going to do it for long. Right? Look at this. Right? Now in here, there's lots of cars. All of them far too much money, I might add. Where's the... See, Jags. I like Jags. Lotus. Lexus. Mercedes. I love them. I love them. I thought I was motivated by money. I figured I would be motivated by having those things. To work lots. To make lots of money. To go out and seek clients. And go and set up a fantastic life for myself. But I discovered once I got a chance to spend more time with my family and raising my girls on my own while Denise was working, it showed me that what I'm actually motivated by is time with my family. To have that freedom is what motivates me. I love having that freedom. And I would much rather have the freedom over the money. But I never would have known that until I experienced the freedom. And then I'm like, oh, this is why I want the money, so that I don't have to work, right? Now I'm back in work mode. All I crave is freedom. right? Now, I like making money. Don't get me wrong. I like being able to pay bills. It'd be nice to make this bathroom pretty. It'd be nice to have a studio room where I can do my video. It'd be great. But the reality is, that's not where my money is going right now. So, it's about priorities. What do you want bad enough to change the things that you've got to change? What is it? I want to know. As always, I'm SteviePee. You're watching me on the FTD Raw channel. Probably. Maybe SteviePee Fitness. Or maybe a full-time dad. Yeah, I got too many channels, okay? I just don't know how to make them blend. Alright. You guys rock. Have a good day. Bless you. Bye-bye.